Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Charles. I'm your host of Save Our Children TV. Here to advocate for children on Mondays and Thursdays. And I have I have a public announcement. One of my YouTube channels, which is my reaction channel, I will be getting rid of that channel. I'll keep the actual channel, but I'm going to change the name of the channel. And it's going to happen on March the 17th. And I'm going to be starting an activism channel. And it's where I talk about what's going on in our nation. And I always wanted to be an activist. And so I will be changing the name. Actually, I'm not going to give out the name of the channel yet. It's going to be a surprise on St. Patty's Day. Can't wait. And I'm trying to start something new. I think reactions for me is not the best quality right now. I think it's um, not doing too well, so we're going to try something a little different that's more in my alley. And I want you guys to join me in this adventure. Now, on my new channel, which will be on March 17th, um, I also, on my channel, will be also advocating for our children, what's going on in our schools, workplace, how to stop different curriculum things that's going on in our nation, such as bullying, racism. Um, talk about a lot of things that needs to change in our environment and society as a whole. So I can't wait to start a new chapter of 2023 with this new channel. I'm glad to let my old channel, one of my old channels, go. Um, I'm a tad bit miss my reaction channel, but I think that it wasn't doing me good. So um, can't wait to delve onto new. And I'm also going to relay this message on my other two channels later down the line. So I'm excited, and let's get into it. I got two stories for you guys. One of our stories out of Georgia. Georgia elementary school principal is arrested on child cruelty charges. The GBI says. What's about that story? And our last story is about a father and a relative who's charged in Milwaukee after the 5-year-old accidentally shoots himself with the father's gun. And how many times I talk about children and why you should never leave a firearm in reach of children. But today in society, people don't get it. That it's stupid to leave firearms in an opening, knowing that you have children. And happy February the 27th, Monday. So um, I'm very excited today. Let's talk about our first story. I'm getting the news from WSB TV. Georgia elementary school principal is arrested on child cruelty charge. Let's talk about it. It's happened today actually. Um, I think this was updated. It happened earlier today, but it been updated. Looks like Coffee County, Georgia is gonna take this L. Coffee County, Georgia. A Georgia elementary school principal has been arrested on multiple child cruelty charges, according to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. The principal of the Indian Creek Elementary in Coffee County, 51-year-old Anastasia Carter, Anastagia Carter, was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree cruelty to a child. Let me stop you there. If you convicted of first degree cruelty alone, just one charge of it, you're facing up to life imprisonment. 2 counts, you're facing life without parole. 2 other counts of third degree cruelty to a child. 2 counts of false imprisonment and 2 counts of simple battery. God, Lord. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation said the charges are from an incident with a student at the school. The exact details of the incident remain unclear. Coffee County School District posted a statement on its Facebook page regarding Carter's arrest. The Coffee County school system has been notified of allegations concerning the principal at Indian Creek Elementary School when this matter first came to the attention of the school system. A report was immediately made to the Department of Family and Children Services and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. The principal was immediately placed and remains on administrative leave. The GBI is leading the investigation, and all questions and concerns should be directed to the Region for Investigative Office of the Georgia Bureau of Investigation in Douglas. Now, speaking of teachers, not getting off the topic, but I was watching Dr. Phil yesterday where he was talking about daycare teachers and how many of these daycare teachers are um, physically, verbally abusing these children in the care. And it brings me back to this story that students are first and foremost, teachers and principals gotta understand one thing. You should never put your feet, arms, legs, hands, or any other objects on a child if that child is not your child. Because I'm gonna tell you what can happen. I'm gonna tell you what can happen. What can happen is the mother of the child could not just get um, legal action against the teacher or the principal, but that the principal or the teacher, okay, could be sued by the victim's family, the victim's mother. So you gotta be careful when you chastise other people's children and abusing children at a school where you work. Your job is to teach children, right? Right from wrong, not abuse children under your watch. You see what I'm saying? Um, I, See, I'm not surprised that it's out of Georgia either because it's always something every other day or week out of Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like something is obviously wrong with Georgia. And with so much cases coming out of Georgia, um, and shout out to AFC once again because I got this slogan from him. Background checks, okay, are very important. Okay, and if people start doing background checks on school officials such as principals and teachers, you wouldn't have to suspect that anything is happening on the premises of the school grounds. You see what I'm saying? I don't think it's the first time she did this to a student. I think it's the first time she might have got caught. Um, Because a lot of times, when people abuse children, it ain't the first time. It's usually it's more than one occasion that this happens, and it happened in a pattern. And I think that arresting this principal is a great solution here. And the charges she's facing, she's facing at least the most, the maximum she facing is life. The minimum, 50 years. But I always say this at the end of my videos. You know, keep the victims and their family, in your prayers. And let's help this child get the counseling that they need. The parents get the hope for the child that they need, because imagine going to school and being abused by the principal. I mean, I heard stories where students get abused by the teachers, the janitors. It's crazy, because you don't expect to go to school just to get abused by somebody who's supposed to protect you and look after you from a certain point of time, from the morning to noon to evening. But it's crazy. Um, let's move on to our next story. This story, I want every parent to sit in front of the congregation, sit in front of me right now, and listen to this next story, because this could be you. Shout out to Dr. Phil, by the way, because he talked about this topic on his show. But a lot of parents leave guns around children. And the mother and the father came on the show, and their son, young son, shot their other young son. The son survived. Parents were arrested. Children were taken into social services. You got to be careful leaving firearms unloaded, because it could be a life changing event. So let's talk about it, and then I'm gonna give my conclusion on the story. I'm getting an article on USA Today. Father and relative is charged after Milwaukee 5-year-old accidentally shoot himself with father's gun. So Milwaukee, Texas, L. Two family members have been charged in connection with the death of a 5-year-old boy who accidentally shot and killed himself with his father's unsecured gun in Milwaukee on February the 21st, which was roughly 4 or 5 days ago. Authorities charged the boy's father and the father's second cousin. So authorities charged the boy's father and the father's second cousin, who was watching the 5-year-old at the time of the incident, each with neglecting a child, with the consequence being death as party to a crime, which is a Class D felony in Wisconsin. If convicted, each defendant may be sentenced to up to 25 years in prison and fined up to $100,000. Okay. Number one, just in my opinion, this is negligent homicide. When you have a loaded gun, or even if the gun is not unloaded, you got a gun around that try to get hold to it. You already got yourself negligent charged. You left a gun that's a deadly weapon around where a child get access to it and cause themselves harm. Okay, and I don't think 25 years is enough for being negligent. I just don't. They should be facing up to life in 25 years. So 25 to life would have been better than 25 years itself. I think that we need to start setting more examples, okay, in communities all around 50 states and countries. So you cannot just leave guns around for children to get access to because there are deadly consequences, okay? And I don't think it's the first time the father and the father's cousin left a loaded gun around. I don't think it's the first time. First time they got caught. This story reminds me of, and I never talked about this story on my channel, and it was on the police show. A child had a gun in a hallway at the apartment complex. He was in, I believe he was in maybe a diaper or underwear, one of the two. He was running down with a gun. The people downstairs called the police. The father was arrested. And I think he might have been convicted. I might do that story on Thursday. I don't think I never talked about that story, so I might look into that story on Thursday and talk about that story, but more accountable for their actions. We gotta take this serious because we're losing children. There's children to gun violence already, and we're seeing more children being killed by negligence, which means you're leaving a gun attended around loaded and I tug your hold to it, shoot, kill himself. So we gotta do better with firearm people who owns firearms. It's your job to put that firearm up in a secure location, in a lock box, a safe, something that has a lock on it, so that trying to get access to it. Keep the mother and the rest of the family thoughts and prayers. I just can't imagine losing a 5-year-old child to gun violence. You know what I'm saying? Um, due to the father's neglect and the father's cousin neglect. So I think it's sad, and they definitely need to go to prison for some time. And also fine, and I also had them fined up to $100,000 also for restitution and funeral costs and burial costs and restitution to the family because again they're grieving because of your negligence, which I think is sad. So I'm gonna end the story off there. I'll see you guys tomorrow, which is Tuesday, the 28th. I don't have a channel I'm on tomorrow, but I will see you guys Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. There'll be still. I'm gonna also give out tomorrow. I'll update my other channel, and then Wednesday I'll update the other channel about the change of the reaction channel. I believe I might be on Crying Time tomorrow. I gotta see. But in that case, if I do have Crying Time tomorrow, if I'm on that channel tomorrow, or if I'm on that channel Wednesday, leave me some Crying Time stories down below on that channel, and then you can start leaving me some reaction videos to them. I'm still gonna do some reactions until March the 17th, actually until the 16th. So the 16th is the deadline. I'm gonna change it the night of March 16th, midnight, and then introduce a new channel on the 17th. So continue flooding me some reactions to do to the 16th. Flood my channel with some Crime Time stories and flood some news articles on this channel, Save Our Children TV. I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye bye. All right.